So hi fam.
So nze kyemba njagala like ogenda okunkubira ng'olina fayiro namba awo twanguwako ofuna kyennyini ky'oyagala.
Family, hi.
Kati yo nnyamba ogifunye? Ogambye ekyo muyendo? Naye oli sure?
Omwana ayogerera waggulu ono. Namulinze dda. Akutexting a correct spelling.
Nzi mumanyi naye obadde oyagala ki viral load ki?
Kati obadde onoonya.
Kati alina 0 copy 01.
Eba non-detectable. Aba suppressed. Patience, alina copies emeka.
Viral load.
Patience, alina copies emeka.
01.
Oh my no. Alina non-detected.
The patient has one copy.
That is not, it's automatic for all those who are suppressed. Amana ate nalaka abiwandiika watyo. So family, welcome back to DOREEN'S African Experiences. I'm watching some very interesting things. I was supposed to upload a video today, but I'm so busy. We have a lot of transitions going on. Even tomorrow I'm going to be busy, but I'm going to try as much as possible to upload a video before I sleep. I'm supposed to have uploaded a video this week already, but I'm late. I have the content, but I don't have the time. But I'm going to make time and upload a new video tomorrow, not later than tomorrow. So, am I getting a pimple? I think I'm getting a pimple. So basically, if you're on TikTok, I'm not a very big fan of TikTok, but there are certain things that I actually come across on TikTok that have me spiraling. One of them is that story of Risa Tessa. Now, for us in Africa, some of these things are not for us, but of course you learn, you pick a lesson and learn. You guys, I'm just on part 15 now because she has 50 parts up, and we all know that people can lie, but the level of lying that we have all been gaslighted before. We've all been in relationships where someone is a liar. You know how someone can actually make you question reality, like make you feel like you're insane? Now, I don't understand how this chick is even still existing, because the way this guy messed with her mind, you would have to question your entire existence at that point. Like, I used to have this thing of when I was young, when I was very, very young, I used to wet the bed. So up to about when I was 6 or 7, I used to wet the bed. So, but then they told me one trick, and this thing has messed with me up to now. Before you pee, so sometimes you be dreaming and you think you're somewhere like in a toilet or somewhere peeing, but in actual sense you're actually sleeping. You're in your bed. So I was taught a trick to always keep me in check, just in case I was dreaming. So before you pee, make sure whatever you're touching feels real. Like, make sure you touch something, touch the wall. Make sure you feel it like it's real, like you're not imagining it. To this day, even when I'm awake, if I go somewhere to pee, I'm touching the wall, and I have to make sure that I'm awake. I'm a grown up, I don't pee on bed, But this is something I've been doing since I was a kid, for as long as I can remember. Now, to convince me, to have me go to peace somewhere and I'm not touching things to feel like this is real, like I'm not sleeping, is very hard. Imagine somebody having you question your entire existence. Like, part of what she went through, I went through. Part of what she went through. Not all of it, because her situation is like on a whole different level. But parts of what she went through, I went through. Let me tell you something. Nobody prepares you for certain things in life. You can listen to her story today. You can do whatever it takes, whatever you want. Kale msoke mwogere. Ndi mu competition in amalowoozi. What you call it? So, ye wabulirawo.
Naye nejjo nga wandabye.
Njo nakulabyewo. Nakulabye. Amaze report zo. Chakuba.
Sinaba badde nkyazikola naye kati bino ne bijja. Birungi mwako.
Namwe mubijjuza. 1 2. Ate yo nga teweddeeyo.
Okugoyeba.
Ng'erimu obuntu butono.
Bagenda leeta obulala.
Kakati ogendagenda paka Mbuya.
Sisobola.
Bagenda komawanda.
Ngenda sindikana kukancha.
Ebikime saategedde singa simazeyo bintu ssente wange ngenda kuba bifaananyi. Kakati
Kulanga mpakulanyako.
Nyingi. So guys, the truth is, you can, I don't know, you people, banango nomala nebi viral odi byatayogerera waggulu. N'oluganda lutategerekeka. Ashagera luzungu. I'm here trying to tell a story, trying to recap the most interesting story of... By the way, 2024 is a wild year. Like, things just keep popping up, left, right, center. In my country, there is nothing fun going on. It's just people releasing their nodes or having their nodes released. But this is the thing that I don't understand. I feel like we had moved past this whole internet pornography. I feel like as a country, we've matured to greater length. Now, people are, it's not one of those things that should even make news. But then again, someone released Drake's nudes and the whole world was paused for a minute. I guess maybe Ugandans are just taking a trend. We have a habit of copying. I think that's one of those things we are just copying. We might just be copying things that are existing in other worlds. But guys, man, Risa's stories are livid. Like, have you ever been wondering? But this is the thing I understand. African girls, we African born and raised girls, we are not peaceful. We are not the type of girls you are going to just tell something and we believe you. We want to see. By the way, me, I don't know. Maybe they are there. But I don't know many African girls you can just tell something and they believe you. African girls are very, very thorough. Like, we're like some FBI agents of some sort. Now we can research. The way we can run research on men. I don't think, me personally, unless I'm not interested in you, it is very hard to lie to me about certain things. Hi, James. How are you? Hi, Tamara. Oh, wow. Watching from the Highlands. Is the Highlands a country? It's my first time hearing of the Highlands as a country. Well, let me just say I'm fair. Thanks for asking. And how are you doing? Yeah. This week might be one of my most happy weeks. So fingers crossed finally things are going my way. It's been a lot of trauma. January was a terrible month. February beginning was horrible, but now things are trying to look up. All my plans are trying to surface. Let me not, well, tell you what my plans are, but you'll see. Soon you will know. So everything is starting to pan out for me, and I'm grateful for that. It's been a rough couple weeks, but hopefully starting from this week, everything is smooth. Yeah, I can get back to creating without worrying about things. But guys, like seriously, I mean, Jesus Christ, I feel like that man would have even killed that chick. This is now Risa's story. If you happen to listen to her, how? I don't understand how. Maybe I'm not too patient. Like, I feel like there are certain things I would not be patient through. For example, that time when she was like, oh, they tried to get the first house. Like, I've gone through my... Oh, hi. Highlands is up north of UK. It's very nice to know. I didn't know. Thank you for the compliments. I'm quite sure you look lovely too. Yeah. Personally, I had a miscarriage with the person who was responsible for the pregnancy was also an asshole. Probably not as worse as Legion, Risa's ex, but when I had my miscarriage, I remember my mom saying that, and at the time I was still in the relationship, but obviously there were rocks and I hadn't even told her anything I was going through. My mom said that there is a reason as to why things happen the way they happen. So don't feel bad that you didn't get what you wanted or you didn't get something. Be grateful and keep it moving. It wasn't meant to be. Right now, I am imagining myself. I'm imagining that I had this man's kids because they were twins and I didn't have the miscarriage. First of all, the man had already stressed me out, nearly got me killed or killed me. Like, I don't know how I would even co-parent with someone like that. Imagine having to go through, imagine this chick survived this man. Imagine she had his kid. She would have to consistently see this man over and over again. Let me tell you, sometimes the easiest remedy, the easiest time for you to recover is by disappearing from these people, like not being in contact of any kind with these people. Distance will help you heal faster. But imagine someone like this dragging you back and forth. Oh, I want child to co-parent, custody. After they put you through all that, and then we also have a tendency of settling for things instead of people. Sometimes I think as women, we have a very serious problem. I mean, it's okay to catch a break sometimes here and there where you don't have to pay the bills, you don't have to take care of something. But if the man in your life is actually mentally messing with you, let me tell you, from around the year 2022, that's when I was depressed the most. 2021 and 2022, I think it wasn't even COVID. For me, it was this man. I wasn't even broke. I had money. But I never thought that you could actually have money and someone emotionally and mentally stresses you to a point that you'd want to end your life. I really didn't think that was a thing, because in Africa, growing up, they tell us certain things are not for us. Like stress, extreme stress. What is that other thing that requires you to go off to therapy? We don't do that here. We really don't. You can meet out of 50 Africans, you can ask any of, out of 50, you might probably find one person who has actually seen a therapist. Out of 50, which is not, it's not our culture, but it's something that's actually necessary. It's necessary. And in truth, nah, I wouldn't. So for some of us, what kept us alive was maybe family. She mentioned she has family and they're very close. But why would you go into someone's life and do that? I don't understand. It is okay to not be someone's type. It is okay to not be able to afford someone's lifestyle. It's okay to not be able to afford to give someone the life they want. Leave them alone. Let them find someone who can actually afford to take them where they want to go, to afford to give them the life they want. You don't have to go into debt, bankrupt, just trying to be with somebody. Eventually, you're just going to start being a pathological liar or a psychopath. Damn. Because for me, when I listen to this story, so I'm grateful she's alive and she survived her, well, torturous experience. But one thing I actually realized, this man was probably just trying to impress this girl, was trying to live up to her expectations, to live up to her dreams. Because when you listen to her talking, every time you hear her saying, I didn't want to give birth to a child in this place, I wanted to give birth to a child in the other place. You can hear her talking about things about what she wanted. I'm quite sure she told this guy what she actually wanted. Like, I want a house. I want to give birth in a house. I don't want to be in this place. And she's entitled to that. But if you meet somebody and you feel like this person, the things this person wants, the life this person wants, I cannot provide, step aside. Let her find somebody that she thinks will help or support her or get her there, even as a woman to a man, because eventually this becomes very toxic. It's very toxic. We've seen these things in Uganda as well. Do you remember that guy, God's Plan? Yeah. The catastrophe in Uganda is not that people are trying to impress women. Hi, Bumblebee. Oh my gosh, she's back. Nice to have you back. I wouldn't say money is the most important thing for women, but I would say money is important to both genders. Money's necessity is actually completely dependent on someone's needs and someone's aspirations. You might find that someone doesn't actually love money as much as they would have loved the money if they had some of the things in their life taken care of. You hear her saying that this man was taking care of all the house bills. So obviously her catching this break, she let her guard down. And chances are high. I mean, we all love a man that provides, but sometimes when a man is providing too much, if he's not going to be consistently providing what he's providing, he's crippling you. And when a man cripples you, then he has clipped your wings to a point whereby you now have to just take what you were given because you've been clipped. When your wings are clipped, you can't fly. For example, if a man meets you and you are paying your own house bills, that means the hours you are putting in to work are different. The type of work you are doing is very different. The effort is different. Everything is different. So when this man comes into your life, and he's taking care of some of these things, you are going to slack. You're going to lay back and you're like, you know what? Let me have this man take care of me. And because of this, sometimes I fear that you will have to withstand certain things that come with this man. Normally, things you would not have been able to withstand. So in the aspect of this situation, money becomes very important to you because you can't generate it. If you realize that the people who want money the most are people who don't have it, are people who don't know how to generate it. I'm not saying rich people don't want money, but then the way we want money is different. Everybody wants money. And believe it or not, relationship these days thrive on financial stability or financial assistance of some sort, whether you want to admit it or not. So she literally let this man pay the bills. I heard her saying in the first episodes, she was like, when she went and cried, yeah, Joseph, kati bagadde waate nze mbadde manyi ba njagenda yalindako malirize mbadde manyi wa baabukuwa Josephine nongamba kati sooka olindeko malirize because I can't just turn this off. Maggie, did you count cervical cancer for last week? There were 2. Do you know how old they were? You sent to Esther. I guess I'll just have to go down myself. I know. It's fine, but I'm going to go and check. So, like I was saying, let me go down and get something first. But we can go together if you like. So, basically, I'm talking to these people. It's a shame because at one point she said, right, hear me. She was like, well, then again, the man was paying the bill, so I didn't feel the question some of his behavior. And this happens a lot. It happens a lot to us. You know, normally your standards would be very, very different as a woman if you had financial independence. Your standards are very different. And that's the truth. They're very, very different when you're financially independent and when you are not. When you are independent, there are so many things you cannot tolerate. But when you find yourself in a situation where you have to depend on somebody, trust me, your standards are going to change. And your standards are going to move or change in relation to your needs. So which means you cease to have your standards. Now you are just surviving. So most men do certain things to make sure that you are only surviving. And as long as you are surviving and you are not independent, you're still dependent on them. They feel like they're still very important in your life as long as they have the upper hand. And let me tell you, there are so many things. Because there are times, there are men, very many men. I've had stories. Many have seen things. There are so many men who don't even want their wives to have a source of income. They'll say, I will pay you, I'll take care of you, but that's a trap. Why can't he still pay you while you earn? You know? Why? You get what I mean? So obviously, I know she kept her job. Sorry. But one of the reasons our dear girl went through what she went through, I believe it was because she had become dependent on this man in very many aspects. And I respect the fact that she gives him that credit, because normally I feel like she's very accountable.
You buy for her food, Ali.
Let me first go to cervical cancer.
Okay.
And first see these ladies. So man, it's the ugliest truth. The life that circulates is almost scary. It's very scary. Sister. Sigwe. Ofana nyono mchala wa wali wansi. Let me tell you, what I know in life, we grow, we learn. I could never blame another woman for making the decisions she made, because here we all are. We've all done things. We've all made decisions that others would judge us for. And for some people, it takes them a little bit longer to grow and mature in certain aspects, which is perfectly okay, you know. For me, I'm just glad she's still alive, man. And at least she gets to make some money off her very traumatizing experience, because that's not just traumatizing. It's the worst possible thing that can happen to you as a woman. Sister, wafunye ebitabo? Yes. Nkusekeredde so kompe ku kitabo kya cervical cancer. Nze mbadde mmanyi wansino.
What do we have, what don't we have?
Bana twakamala okukola stock taking kubanga jukira bali ku handover.
Yeah, but muli ku zero, as in zero. How can you allow that?
Kati okimanyi nti 2 weeks ago bagamba buli toli mu group. Bagamba buli branch esabe ebitabo byakola ki byeyagala. Abaana ne bajjawo ne bagamba etwagala register weeti bwe bajja nno era ne babireeta last week I think. Kati ndowooza engeri gy'otali mu group tewamanya kyobola bw'oli ku zero.
It's not my duty to know that I was zero. It's you, the records people, to know that in this department ndi ku zero. Kati olinganga nkugamba. It is your fault when you came ng'oli ku zero pills I didn't have.
Anti kati
It
olaba
is not your duty okubeera nazo. Where your duty is to come and ask.
Anti labayo. The question was like this.
Wemukkirize.
Ekibuuzo kitono, sister.
Gwabasinze. You don't have to, you don't talk take to know.
We actually do, Bambi. 27.
That's
negative. 27.
Wajinyabo. Dimini. I'm okay.
Yeah. Only one person.
Enyabo.
Kale, neyanziza sister.
Akalikoti.
Thank you. Bakutereddemu requisition.
Akatanda kanta madimini ogera kumpa akapya.
Sister bagenda kuteramu requisition. Sula bulungi. Jesus. Grown people who can't take accountability for their own sections. Imagine you work in a different department, but you cannot update us on what you don't have. You want us to read your mind and imagine that, oh, in DOREEN'S department, they are probably running out of this. So we are supposed to imagine what she doesn't have and then requisition for it. Work politics. And she's insisting, you've not done your job. What am I supposed to do for her? I write my reports on time. Oof. Dun dun. Dun la la la. Yeah, I'm walking back to my office. Mukwano tofukamira wano tetufukamira. Ona fukamira facility yona amavivi. The knees should be bruised. Yeah, Lord. Bossa. Really hapo nini? Omukazi alemeddeko agambye fene tukola mulimu gwe tulina kukola namugamba baagamba fasilite yonna onowa ebitabo buli omu ajja asaba ebitabo byayagala tewabagamba agambye nfe twalina okugendayo tumubuuze byakyalina onzaiya agira wandikako wansi nfa I didn't even know what I was talking about. Now those who are just coming now are wondering why I'm panting. Yeah, my office is on a hill. So I hope Richard comes and they give me proper king chairs. So where was I? I feel like everyone is to blame. Oh, Tamara, thank you. Oh, I'm back. But guys, man, all I can say in real life, like, life is not that simple. Because I know half of you have actually been with people, started relationships and ended them without ever knowing that these people were lying to you for the most time. For real. But I think one way to know that someone is lying is when that person is gaslighting you. You know? When someone is trying to make everything look like it's your fault, or they said something. Like, have you ever caught someone in a lie and then this person denies, like with evidence and everything, and then this person makes it so that you are the one that's crazy? People who tell you things and they act like, oh, they forget. You, Jim Kavanda, who told you I don't know how to maintain? I will take care of my health when I want, and I'm doing the best. Like Maggie, Organza. Hey, I'm also about to go. Robert Kavanda, dear, I have my own gym instructor. If I want, I can go there. Besides, I'm already doing exercises. I'm not running a YouTube channel on exercising. What I'm truly up to, unless I tell you, for you to assume. Otherwise, is interestingly ridiculous. And for some of you also, don't you have things to do? Is this why you think I should be a potential client? Have I announced that I'm looking for? What are you talking about?
Me.
No, like who's talking about files?
Josephine.
What's wrong with the files? We are going tomorrow. And we are not coming. I don't have that kind of transport to take all those journeys. The files are only for yesterday and today. Thank you. What was I even complaining about? Yeah, some people don't have what to do, but I'm so into this year. Like, this year is meant to drive all of us crazy to a certain point. At some point, we are all going to be crazy. I know this because, man, the way things are happening so quickly is crazy. It's just crazy. My country has so much drama going on. Hi, Henry. No, I'm not mad at him. He has commented on my videos several times. It's not the first time. And I'm not mad at him. I know, I'm tired. People don't know the day I've had. Today we've had to probably take in new contracts. I had to move, go here, pick this, do that. So it's been a lot of moving. I'm genuinely exhausted. And I haven't been getting enough sleep. It is my own fault because I work too much these days on the daytime, and when sleeping time comes, I'm addicted to a certain TV show. So I find myself watching the TV show up to late hours in the night. And by the time I'm trying to sleep, it's almost my waking up time. So I'm sleeping for like 2 hours. I don't know what's wrong with me. I know what I have to do, but I'm not doing it. And I'm so hooked on this show. Like, I know the minute I leave work like this, I'm going to go and pass out. And then I should be up by like 7 or 8 just to start my show again. Where I stopped, continue. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know. Oh no, I'm okay, thank you. I was losing my breath because I just literally climbed a hill. It is probably natural for some of us who are not as active as you. You know, I'm not going to gym every day, but I'm working out and I'm trying to eat healthy. I've actually been on a vegetarian menu for like a week now and a half. Yeah, I cut out most things. I only eat meat once a week and also chicken once a week. Not dinner and lunch, just either lunch or dinner. And I'm not eating, I'm not drinking. I know, right? Okay, I'm drinking, but very hard liquor, not fermented liquor. I think all liquor is fermented, but not all of it. There is liquor that's just filtrated. Anyway, and yeah, I'm okay. I'm actually fine. I'm very fine. I plan on doing more by the end of the week. It's just that I'm not telling you exactly like everything I'm doing, the way I'm doing things. But yeah, I feel like the first step to actually losing weight or maintaining weight is changing your diet. I've been doing a lot of research on that. I've seen a couple of health doctors in the industry, and they've taught me stuff. I'm just not recording every aspect of my life for you to see, because some things I feel like they're just pointless unless someone asks. I'm sure in a month and a half, you'll be able to ask me, what did you use? And this is how they be scamming you all. Someone goes, does things the right way, then comes and tells you, I have a weight loss product, a tea. I don't understand. There is no tea in particular that can make you lose weight so quickly without affecting your health. Weight loss is gradual. It's not supposed to be like snap of a finger. There are repercussions to losing weight so quickly. Either your internal organs are completely damaging, or I don't know, something is always wrong. Weight loss is supposed to be gradual, like you're just supposed to naturally lose weight by adjusting on certain things in your life. You know, I no longer eat past 7. I'm eating more vegetables now. I sleep on the 2nd floor, and my building has 4 floors. When I wake up, I walk all the floors up to the 4th floor, back and forth twice, and then I shower and go to work. You know, stairs are a lot of exercise for me. Then over the weekends, I just do nothing. I just go to the stairs. Honestly speaking, I've tried gym. I've paid for gym several times. I'm not going. I feel like that's like me wasting money. I bought ropes. I wanted to skip, and I'm just bored. It's very hard to work out when you're alone. So I figured, let me do things that I can actually do. Healthy eating, no stress eating, you know, different stuff. But I'm doing something. I am. I know I am. And yes, all my organs are perfectly healthy. This is not a call for people who harvest organs, because I've had them fully checked out. I'm perfectly healthy. No problems. I don't have any blood pressure, no diabetes, nothing. I don't even have the cells for those things. I'm very healthy. I'm like a bundle of sunshine. Now what? What? You've taken me off course. I've forgotten what I was even talking about. Let this person just have representation. No. But by the way, let me ask something. For this, we have a girl in Uganda. She's allegedly 15. She's really, really young. But you know, we all grow differently. I think that the girl they call Pretty Nicole, that girl. And I'm just trying to understand, how does a 15-year-old, how does a 15, 16-year-old girl have nudes? Help me understand. And why is a grown man with kids, married, asking for a minor's nudes? Wow. Like, you people, I feel like, oh, come on. How are you?
Okay.
Just carry, don't fall. Do you want me to move? I don't want to move. Thank you. That situation perplexed me. And grown people come out commenting on this young girl. You people, I don't care what this girl has done. I don't care what she is doing. She is still a child. She's still a child. There is no excuse for what is happening. I mean, there's so many things that can go wrong when a child is growing up, especially in this generation. But we cannot crucify and dictate or decide who deserves to be, I don't know, helped and who doesn't. I feel like a girl like this, I don't even think she needs regular help. She probably needs to be put in a old-fashioned, you know? You people, some of us were wild. I mean, I didn't go naked. I didn't have nudes or anything. I didn't even care for men. Truth be told, I went into my first relationship at campus in my second year. That's when I lost my virginity. So prior to that, I was more of a tomboy, playing football, all kinds of sports. You know, you people who are telling me about gym, I was the most active person I know. I had 4 packs. I have pictures to prove it. I had 4 packs. I was so ripped. It's crazy. So this is the thing. This girl is still a minor. She is still a child. I am not going to sit here and say, oh, she did this, she did that. I don't care what she did. She's still young. She's still young. I don't understand. I feel like she's just surrounded, or she grew up around the wrong people, the wrongest of people. But this girl is young. How do you ask for a child of 15, 16 for nudes? Jesus Christ. And then you start you're a grown man. He knows himself. He lives in Canada. You're a grown man with kids and a wife, and you are blackmailing a 15, 16-year-old? Jesus Christ. I feel like if there is some kind of law, this man should actually be arrested. Someone said something. May your daughters meet the exact type of men like you. And then the men were very upset. When it's vice versa, most women are not doing certain things the way you think they're doing them to men. On the scale, it's men doing the most damage. Because Jesus Christ, how do you start? She is a child. Just how would you feel if your daughter ended up with a man like you? Would you be proud? If you actually look at yourself and no one is watching and like, I wish my daughter finds a man like me, then you are an amazing man. Congratulations. But if you have to be upset and then, insult people for telling you that, then you have to change. You have to change. And the ugliest part is karma is an actual bitch, because these things tend to turn around, man. They tend to keep coming back to haunt us, like behavior haunts us. Have you ever seen someone and people tell you, that girl, she speaks exactly like so and so, and this is a distant relative or someone that even passed on already? Because as Africans, for us, we have that whole extended family situation. So it's very easy for people to trace you or retrace your roots here. Because people will look at you like, oh, she somehow resembles this one. No, the others. So many examples will pop up. And then they'll use your behavior, they'll use the way you talk, the way you walk. Because like they say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. But Jesus Christ, some of you are condemning your own lineages. You are condemning your own children to a life of misery. I know you are working so hard. The problem is some of you think just because you're educating your kids and setting them up for a good life, it's enough. It's not. It's not. It's not. Truth is, none of us knows anyone's destiny. None of us knows how things will end. None of us knows what will happen next. We're just existing. We're actually just living. Because I don't care how much money you have, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't. People can speculate, they can imitate, they can suspect. But whatever people tell you usually is based on, your behavior. Obviously, now I'm going to come to work tomorrow. I already have my programs for tomorrow, but something could completely change. None of us truly knows what's going to happen tomorrow. That's why sometimes we do things, I don't know, without having that ache. Like your subconscious is not screaming at you in pain. It's sad, All these other grown people releasing their nudes, it's fine. They own their bodies. They do what they want. Let them do. But this young girl, for her to even have nudes in the first place is wrong. Something is wrong. Something is really, really wrong. The girl needs help. These things of you putting her in, you're still putting her in conditions and situations where she has access to these people. How is a girl who just finished her primary 7, I don't know what that level is in your countries, having an active social media to a point of feeling the need to call herself a celebrity? Like, really? Really? And some of you grown men and women sit in front of your cameras and then you say such bad things to this child, like she's a whore. Have some shame. How can you attach such a big word to someone who is 15? Okay, yes, let's assume that adolescence is actually giving her a hard time. Because trust me, adolescence is a thing. How have you helped her? The only solutions you have is calling her a whore? Like, she's a full-blown whore. She was born a whore. Like, really? By the way, this country is filled with very many judgmentative people. Yet some of these people are doing things that are worse behind their so-called closed doors. Some of these people are evil to the core, but they are standing in front of their cameras and acting so self-righteous, like me. I'm the one who knows who the whores are. I'm the one who knows who the thieves are. I'm the one who knows this and this and that. But the day the curtain of your life will unfold, we'll see how quickly you jump to hide. Some things are not good. Leave them alone. If you cannot help, if you have nothing positive to say, shut up. You don't have to comment on everything. You don't have to have an opinion on everything. I understand people enjoy the whole trending. I want to trend, but to what end? Calling a 15-year-old 16-year-old for what? Some of these people who are calling people hoes have slept with over 100 men, but they are quiet. They're looking like they lie and deny, and they're treacherous. They're sleeping with everything that moves. Some of these men, that Canadian guy, because his photo was all over the internet, you need to be arrested. You need to be arrested. Not because you even released the young girl's private parts, but for even asking for them. Because I don't think this girl went ahead to do what she did without someone planting an idea in her head. He needs to be arrested. And if he doesn't get any kind of justice, I hope your kids get to experience what you put someone else's kid through. Simple as that. Let's see how happy that makes you. And I hope you live long enough to actually experience this. Yeah. Yes. I say it as it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat these things. Some of you are just so obnoxious. Like, why? There are so many women. We're living in an era where girls of age are going naked on the internet. Reach out to one of those. Ask her, can I have your private... They're not even private parts anymore. Can I have your public body parts in my DM? You have OnlyFans. You're living in Canada, for crying out loud. You have access to all these things, right? Go subscribe to an OnlyFans. Someone who is willing. Someone who is of age, But a child, just because what? She doesn't act or look like a child? It's embarrassing. This world has gone mad. Then again, what do I know? I'm just a YouTuber. I don't know much. Nonetheless, let me go home and, my program, black out, and then wake up to watch this very, very interesting show. It's so weird because it's not even about anything fun. I'm just invested, in this guy because I want to see if he gets to walk. Some guy got an accident. He's seated in a wheelchair, and I want to see how his life unfolds. I'm very invested in his life. I want to see. It was nice hanging out with you guys. I'll be uploading a video tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed to my new channel, please go and subscribe to it. I put the link in the description of my bio in the channel. You'll be able to find the link there. See you when I see you next. I no longer do many lives these days because I feel like, I don't know. I'm giving enough content, no need for me to be live all the time. And also some of the things I talk about here, most of them I'm talking about them in my new channel, so I don't want to have repetitive content. But yeah, for Sateta, congratulations on your success and congratulations on surviving that lunatic. Yeah, we can only call him a lunatic, but he's very creative and very brilliant. I hope he gets to pursue a career in, I don't know, let him try to write a book, because I feel like he's the type of person that would actually be very creative. He can definitely write something. But she's the best storyteller I've ever seen, actually. Like, seriously. She tells stories like in those movies we used to watch when we were growing up, back in the, well, I'm born in 1994, so 90s, early 2000s and 90s, like those women, those old women and men, the way they used to tell stories. That's how she tells her stories. She's smooth. So I like that. Thanks for sharing your story with us. And like I said, we don't learn, people don't learn. They're still going to go ahead and also experience for themselves. I guess that's the beauty of life. We have to succumb to certain things in order to learn. Talk does not always fix anything. You can tell people 100 times and maybe 20 will listen, and then the 80 will still go on and do it. just to come back and reference back to you that, oh my God, you told us. Let me go home. Thank you guys for watching. The channel is approaching 6,000 subscribers. Ever since I made 1,000 subscribers, I don't know how to react anymore. I know I look so ungrateful sometimes when I hit certain marks, but I don't know how to react. It's pretty much the process for me. I'm grateful for your subscriptions and I appreciate them. Yeah, let's grow the channel. But I know for sure before the year ends, if I have life, be hitting its 10,000 subscribers before the year ends. Yeah, let's pray for that. And don't forget to pray for yourself, man. We're living in a world where people hate us, and some of them don't even know what they want from us. They just resent us and hate us. Just for just. So, pray for yourself. See you, and yeah, later. Can't wait to be rich. I can reminisce of my richness. I know. Doreen again, back. What did I do?